So the other day I spoke about the problem with Democratic voters. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the problem with the Democratic Party. Listen up, leaders. When only half of your registered voters come out to vote during most presidential elections, when about 40% show up during congressional midterms, and when less than 20% participate in local elections, you need to understand the serious disconnect between you and your base, which I am included in that. In every election, there's always talk among Democratic leaders, and that includes leaders of progressive clubs and organizations, elected officials, and party leaders. There's always talk that we need more young and diverse volunteers and future leaders. But there's clearly a disconnect between their words and their actions. As a diverse millennial myself, who has been politically active for almost 2 decades, including serving in the Obama White House, working in 2 federal agencies, and running for office at local, state, and federal levels, I still often find myself as one of the youngest and few people of color at political meetings and events. And part of the reason is because the system is designed to make it extremely difficult for people to make their voices heard, with many legislative bodies, such as town councils, offering narrow windows for public testimony. Additionally, there is a lack of clear instructions on how to submit testimony, and meetings are often held at inaccessible locations that are hard for most residents to reach. I've also continued to notice a quick dismissal from those in leadership anytime people like me attempt to pursue leadership roles that challenge the status quo, even when we are prepared to do the necessary work and focus on issues that our generation will be held accountable for in the future. We are also told that we are, quote, too young or too ambitious, or even need to wait our turn. It's as if many of those currently in leadership roles want our hope, our energy, and our determination. They want us to canvass, to phone bank, to rally and protest, but only when they decide it's okay. It's like they want our vote, but not our voice. So the Democratic Party needs to start investing in younger and diverse candidates at all levels, building a bench from school board all the way to president. They also spend way too much time focused on donors instead of voters. I cannot tell you how many times I've been told by party leaders, strategists, and consultants that the only thing that matters when running for office is raising the most money. I've even had elected officials tell me that they would only endorse me based on who could donate the most money to their re-election campaigns, not based on who would help their constituents the most. Even when I speak about my experience running for office, the first question I often get asked by insiders is, okay, so how much money did you raise? Not how many volunteers did you have, how many doors did you knock, or even how many policies did you share? And that is a serious problem with our electoral process, because voters want candidates who actually care about them and can prove it. So to the Democratic Party, you need to earn back the trust of voters. And that means finally shifting the focus away from donor cultivation and instead to voter recruitment, from fundraising call time to volunteer engagement.